Hello fellow Elunes, Josh first back at again bringing you guys some more Elune, and today I'm taking on Iscariot stage 10 for the first time, and I climbed all the way up to stage 10 on Iscariot using a simple strategy with Fahrenheit with his S3. Now you don't technically need his S3 to be, maxed out or even maybe skilled up. Skill 1, maybe even 2 or 3 to be on the safe side if you'd like, to be very consistent. Of course, you still need to get the lockdown strategies with like Chloe, for example. We're also running Gal. You can also seal, which is helpful to keep, from getting completely AoE'd all the time. And we also have, of course, our boy Kang in there, who, of course, also can do the lockdown by restraining with his S2, and he does that massive damage with his S3. So he's always a good unit to run as well. We're also running Mika, because Mika can do that lowering of resistance with her S1 thanks to her passive, and the same thing for Gao. Gao can not only just seal, but as soon as you use his S1 just one time, you've already can build up amulets, and the amulet also removes 10% resistance. So it's very helpful because these bosses have 50 to like 70% resistance to all resistance types, which is insanity. Especially when most of these bosses require you to lock them down in the first place. So it becomes kind of a pain in the butt. But the strategy that we're using right now is, as we know, Iscariot goes into phase 2 when he hits 40% HP. That's why I kind of wanted to get to this point in the video so you weren't watching the entire fight, because it is a very long fight. We'll be doing a lot of nitpicking damage, and we're going to see if the strategy will even work on stage 10. It should, as long as we get the lockdown right. But what I really want to showcase is what Fahrenheit can do for you when Iscariot hits that phase 2. Because as soon as he goes into phase 2, he removes all of your debuffs, completely resets them, and then he nukes you not once, but twice. And he's going to do some massive damage. Your team will not survive at this stage if you don't got like 50, 60, 70,000 K HP, which obviously outside of our Fahrenheit, no one else is even close to that. So our entire team would just be obliterated. So it would completely be a failed attempt. But with Fahrenheit using his amazing S3, we're going to play around that. So let's go ahead and just keep going. Right now, we're still doing a lockdown strategy until we get around that 40% mark. As soon as we get close to that, we want to make sure that we have enough souls available to use Fahrenheit's S3 before he hits that 40% mark or under, because then he will again go into phase 2 and nuke us. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, we got that to go down. Since we got him on a 3-turn, we can go ahead and use the S3 with Kang, do that massive damage. Okay, and we're just going to sit here and just keep nitpicking. We're down to 55.4%, so we're just going to go ahead and keep going. We want to be very careful that we're not using a lot of souls when he hovers around that low 40% mark, because again, we want to make sure that we set up with Fahrenheit, and we've got to resist there. But it's still fine because I guess we could use the restraint. It doesn't really matter. We still have 2 more turns of lockdown with paralysis, so it's not a big deal. We got it anyway. But so we're down to 53% now, so we're still in the safe zone. And again, even if Fahrenheit pulls this out for you, you still have the RNG involved with resistance, with your Chloe, your Gao, and your Kang being resisted, which is a pain in the butt. And then you have to do it again after phase 2, except in phase 2, Kang is useless for the first few turns because his mark of death will be removed. So, it is just a pain in the butt of how high these bosses' resistances are. Hopefully they fix that in the future, or somehow change it to where we don't need to do all these lockdown strategies as much. But we'll see how it goes going forward. Let's go ahead and hit him with this. Alright, so he resisted that, which is not good. Let's go ahead and see if we can get the restraint to go off, just to kind of take that 1 turn and bring it back up to 2. And he resisted that as well. That's not good. So we might just straight up just die. Let's see what happens. We're down to 49%. Let's see if we can get this to go up. Nice. So he's at 48%. And as you know, this will go for 2 turns because mine's only level 2. I really have not invested to my Fahrenheit skills at all. Legend books are just hard to come by. His S1, I don't know why I think I screwed up when I first started the game and I leveled it up. Don't level up Fahrenheit's S1. I honestly don't even remember when I did that. I must have did that like day one, completely screwed up. Because go for his S2 and his S3. I might have wanted to go for his S2 and I screwed up and was not paying attention. So, rip me. But don't do that. Don't mess up like that, guys. So his S2, you can also go into his S2 into his S3 if you have the time, because then, you know, he just absorbs more of that damage to make sure that this combo works if you want to be on the safe side. But again, all you gotta do is maybe level up his S3 slightly if you want to. But even at level 2, I was able to get through stage 9, so I'm hoping it'll still work on stage 10 at 65k HP. So we'll see what happens. And again, when you level up his S3, that damage reduced by allies goes up to 50%. So I mean, it's pretty substantial when you do max it out for sure. It'll just further make this more consistent. Again, this is just one piece of the puzzle, though. You still have to deal with Chloe still getting her debuffs off and other things like that. So it's a pain in the butt all around, not gonna lie. It's by no means gonna be easy, but it's definitely a strategy that works for me, and I thought I would just share it with you to see if you guys want to try it out for yourselves. So we still have him locked down for 3 turns. He's at 48% now. We just want to keep using S1s to make sure we're not getting him too low, because we want to still use Fahrenheit within the range that we need it to be used in. So 47%. Okay. I think if I use that, let's see, that'd be about 30-some thousand damage. 36,000, I think, is what it was hitting for. So, I mean, I think would still be within the realm of where we need to be. Let me just go ahead and find out. I might be screwing myself here, but I think we'll be okay. Yes, 40. So it only took 3%. So we're still good. Now, what I could do is, since he's at 44% and we have 2 turns, I could just go ahead and use his S2 right now. His S2 is good for 2 turns. I don't think we're going to do enough damage, though. We're going to find out, though, because, let's see, this is not going to do enough either. No, it's definitely not going to do enough, so we're going to go and pop that. That took him down to 41%, so this is perfect. This is perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, pop his S3. So now we're good for the 2 turns. And he still has his barrier up. I said baby. I don't even know what I said. Let's go and use our S2. All right. Nice. And that took him under because of the damage. So, as you saw there, we just got nuked. He survived. Our team survived, thankfully. So that's good. We have 4 attacks before he goes again. So if we don't lock him down, now we're screwed. But at least you guys and gals got to see the combo work. So Fahrenheit protected my entire team from being nuked. Now all I have to do is keep him locked down until he's out of HP, and then we win. So I kind of left myself with a little bit of no souls, but we're going to see what happens. So that's 1 turn for, we got the Mark of Death, which is great. We got Gal's going to be popping his amulet, which will be great as well. Now, sadly, I have no souls for this, but it's like it still might work. We have that base 20% and nothing. So let's go ahead and swap back to Chloe and hope that Chloe gets us off. If Chloe does not get this off, oh, he's got me in the, oh, that's right. Yep, right here. Baptize. Cannot swap turns. That is not good. And I believe he's going to be doing an AoE. Actually, let me see. Let me swap to... I can't swap to anybody because I think everybody's hit with that right now, right? Or we just can't straight up swap turns at all. So oh, no, I had the wrong button clicked. RIP. That was my fault. I was like, what's going on? Only Chloe was hit with that. But no, I completely didn't even realize I clicked off the button. So that was my fault. Hopefully we can seal him so he doesn't at least AoE us to death. We might lose Gal, though. He resisted. That's not good. Ooh, that is not good, boy. That is not good. So as you can see, this resistance is still another problem. But at least Fahrenheit can at least get us through the beginning stages of phase 2. There we go. There we go. He's locked back down. We can start picking him away with some damage here. Whew. That was just resist. The resistance in this game for bosses is nuts. Alright, he didn't resist that, so that's good. And now all we gotta do at this point, with our 3 remaining heroes, is just sit there and pick him off. Now, sometimes you'll have a cleaner run. You know, your run won't be as kind of stressful as this one is. So keep that in mind. It's not gonna always be, oh my god. We're actually gonna do a little bit of damage here since we have a little bit of time to work with. Alright, let's just keep going. Well, we could try to restrain, actually. Let's see what happens. I feel like Kang's restrain gets resisted quite a bit. Alright, it went off that time. Nice. And again, since we already do have that amulet on there, that is still good because that is still giving us that minus 10% on his resistances to all resistance types, which is nice. I'm sorry, resistance reduction to all types is what I should have said. And then we have Mika's S1, as long as it doesn't get resisted, also helps. It got resisted, of course it did. Of course it did. Ugh. But, I mean, you kind of see the strategy. I mean, a lot of you understand now kind of what we're doing here. It's just going to be a lot of rinse and repeat from here on out. But, at least I was able to show you the combo, though. The most important thing was to show you that Fahrenheit was the lifesaver here. He is the only reason that we're still in this run. He's legit the only way that we were able to even do this. So, thank you, Fahrenheit. Your S3. Oh my god, we still have that baptize attached to us. Rip. Alright, well. Alright, man. That is so annoying. So annoying. Alright, well, hopefully we can get him here again. He's down the... Yep, nice. Good job, Chloe. Chloe, the ultimate boss slayer. Oh, man. Sorry this run was a lot more hectic than I wanted it to be. I wanted this to be kind of a nice, clean run so I could just, you know, thoroughly explain the combo, how it works, how to get through it. You know, no drama, no stress, no tension. But, hey, it's YouTube. We're doing this live. Well, not technically live in your perspective, but for me, I'm doing it with you guys as I'm recording for the first time, so it's very cool. Let's go ahead and do some damage now. I think we're in that. Yep. So he's down 190,000 HP. He started with over 1 million. This is taking forever. This is by no means a sprint. This is definitely a marathon for sure. But, you know, I kind of like the chaos. I mean, I feel like the more chaos, the more, I don't know, the more fulfilling that the fight actually is, in my opinion. Let's see if we can get a restraint off. The challenge is always fun. And oh, man. He resisted twice, boy. Now, I can't, I still have that baptize. Is that baptized on there, like, permanently? I think it is. It's just there for life, man. It's there for life. Alright, well, I guess we still have a turn left of that lockdown, so hopefully we're okay. Okay, good. It makes me nervous when that lockdown timer gets down to 1 turn. I'm just like, oh man. We're down to 10.91%. He's got 118,000 HP left. That's crazy. We're gonna go ahead and swap to just Mika, just to get Kang ready to go for his S3. So, we actually know we won't have enough. Nah, we won't have enough, sadly. I don't have enough souls. I needed 1 more turn, but whatever. Whatever. It happens. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pop her S3 now, because now it's time to just take this guy out. Alright, he's down to 78,000. We are going to try and restrain with Kong. Hope it goes through, because I still feel like we are not doing enough damage to protect ourselves without restrain or some kind of lockdown, and right now we're not getting either. Yes, okay, okay. Woo! Alright, I think we're okay now. I think we got this in the bag. So this was a very interesting fight, to say the least. Very interesting indeed. Still cannot swap. I can swap with Mika, though. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Nah, he's still alive. It doesn't even matter. I don't even need to swap, actually. I'll be okay. We got this. We got this. Alright. So, since we got 12, I'm going to go ahead and go balls to the wall here. We're going to go in there and try and get some bleeds. Get them criticals off. And they're going to go ahead and do this. 29,000 HP left. I think we got this in the bag. And that should do it. There we go. Whoo! So Iscariot, level 10, stage 10, whatever you want to call it, conquered. And we did it with a very lockdown heavy team. Oh, nice. We even got a 75 ring. That is awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team really quick that I used. The stats, stuff like that. So I can see my team CP is only 68k, 68.5k. My gal right now, let's see here. My gal's only got 6,600 attack, only 27,000 HP. I mean, his gear is just kind of throwaway gear. It's just gear that I threw on there that I had laying around. It's totally not optimized gear at all. He has no complete set. It's just thrown on gear. So, and you can see all of his skills are at base. I have not leveled up any of his skills. What we're really aiming for with Gao is to use his S1 because he grants us an amulet, and thanks to his passive, his amulet lowers all resistant types by 10%. So very, very awesome. So just attack the boss with S1, keep spamming that, and if you really, really need to, every once in a while, you could pop an S3 to kind of steal the bosses. Very, very helpful, even in an alliance boss. So Gaia Nasari is very good. Very good. And then we got Mika. We're going to go check out Mika as well. Mika's skills, I'll show you again. Level 1, level 1, level 1. No investment in her skills at all. She's not even a +1. She's just a level 60. That's it. You can see her stats are a little bit better, obviously. Her attack is a lot higher. But again, she's just got throwaway gear. Just, look, there's 2 pieces of gear not even leveled up at all. Just slapped on there. Just my leftover gear I had available. Because I usually only use these units for boss fights, and I don't even really put that much investment into them because they're there for one role and one role only, and that's just to keep lowering the boss's resistance so my girl Chloe and Kong can go in. I probably should have said my girl and then my boy. Hey, it's okay, Kong. Forgive me, man. So you can see my Chloe, still looking for that dupe Chloe. She's still only just +0. Just cannot get level 60 dupes to drop via fusion, but her stats aren't too bad. I'd love to get her attack way higher because her skills are actually where you want to level up. I got her skill 2 at level 6 and her skill 3 at level 6. Now her skill 3, you don't use it nearly as much as you're going to use your S2. Your S2 is definitely where you want to max that out. That way, not only are you doing the paralysis, you're raising that paralysis from a 2-turn to a 3-turn lockdown, and you're doing a lot of damage on top of that. So it's just very beneficial to your run, saving you a lot of time and headache. So very, very nice there. This is definitely one of my units that I have invested into, but unfortunately, my gear is still garbage. I did get the full moon, well, I should say the half full moon gear. You know, the 3-piece set is all I really need, and then I have a 3-piece set of the other type of gear. So that's kind of my setup for her, but I'm not gonna go into my gear and stuff like that for characters until I do my gear videos. So definitely stick around for that. But that is my Chloe, and then we have our Kang. King Rim, again, is another unit. I just have garbage gear on. I just slap some gear on there. Because, yeah, if I, when I start getting some more gear and I get some more gear materials and enhance him and build him up, I'll make his attack way higher. He's going to be doing a lot more damage with his S3, especially since he does double damage to bosses with that instant kill immunity. So right now, he's still a work in progress damage-wise, but his stats are still pretty okay. And again, his skills are 1, 1, and then, of course, I've been slowly working on his S3, trying to max that out. That's going to be a lot more, a little bit more time down the road before I can max that out, because I'm still really dedicating a lot of time to my Revy, which we'll be talking about here in another video. And then we have our boy Fahrenheit, who is again +1. You don't need him +1. +0 will be just fine. All you need him for is for that phase 2 instant kill AoE protection. That is all you use Fahrenheit for. Just save him up for that one moment. You win the game a lot more consistently rather, when that happens. And you can see his stats as well. I've been slowly working on getting him some better gear. His gear is still pretty crap. I can replace his shield, thankfully. His offhand shield. And I think there's some other pieces I might be able to replace now, but that's just kind of what he has. Again, we'll be going into gear in another video, talking about some of my gear strategies, especially for my Revy, which I'll just do a quick sneak peek at her. She's the one that's been getting all the love. You can see, man. But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much my team comp. That's kind of my strategies. If you have any heroes that are good for lowering you know, resistance reductions for you know, lockdown type skills like you run. There's also other units you can use for lockdown too. You don't need to just run Kang or Chloe. There's also other units like Reyna. She has stun. It's very good as well. So there's definitely some other units that you could put into your team comps, but this is kind of what I'm doing, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. And if you did, please subscribe for more here on the channel. Don't forget to join us in the Discord and description below to keep the conversation going before and after the video. And drop a like if you did. Comment below what you guys think, if you're using a similar strategy or if this was helpful. Let me know all that and more, and I'll be glad to read as many as I can. Until next time, have an awesome day wherever you are. As always, peace.